Did you know that some ant species do things that seem almost impossible? Things that make us humans sometimes think, how is that even possible? Yes, these tiny creatures have abilities that leave us amazed, and I'm going to show you every fascinating detail. If you're enjoying this video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who loves animals. It really helps us keep exploring these natural wonders. Hello everyone, I'm so glad to have you here with me. Today, we're diving into a world that often goes unnoticed by our eyes, but it's full of complexity, organization, and even a certain kind of magic, the world of ants. Have you ever stopped to watch these tiny creatures walking around, carrying things often much bigger than themselves? It almost seems impossible, right? But wait, because what we're about to discover will completely change the way you see these little architects of nature. Let's start at the heart of it all, the ant colony. Imagine an underground city, complex, organized, where each ant has a very specific role, almost like professionals in a big metropolis. Every tunnel, every chamber has a purpose, and the cooperation between them is simply astonishing. Inside this colony, there are worker ants, soldiers, egg caretakers, and the most famous of all, the queen. The queen is the soul of the colony. She can live for years, sometimes even decades, and she's responsible for laying thousands of eggs. Meanwhile, the workers, who are sterile females, work tirelessly to keep the colony running. They clean, build, defend, feed, and even care for the larvae, ensuring the next generation is always safe and healthy. It's amazing to think that each ant has such a specific task, and that all of them together form a perfectly synchronized society. Have you ever seen anything like this in nature? Tell us in the comments. And keep watching, because in a few moments, we're going to reveal an incredible behavior of these ants that involves leaves, fungi, and real biological engineering. One of the most fascinating things ants do is collect leaves. You might have seen those little ants carrying enormous pieces of leaves to their nests, but did you know they don't do it for fun or simply to store food? Many species like the famous leafcutter ants use these leaves to grow fungi, which is their true source of food. Yes, you heard that right, they are farmers. Ants cut leaves into manageable pieces and carry them back to the nest. Their paths are carefully chosen, avoiding predators and obstacles. It's almost as if they have invisible maps etched in their minds. Once they reach the nest, these leaves aren't eaten immediately. Instead, they are shredded and used as a substrate to cultivate the fungus that feeds the entire colony. It's a perfect symbiosis. Ants care for the fungus, and the fungus provides nutritious food for all of them. And the work doesn't stop there. Ants are extremely organized and divide tasks efficiently. Some clean the nest, removing waste to prevent contamination. Others are responsible for defending the colony from intruders, like beetles or even other ant colonies. Some take care of the larvae, feeding them, and even massaging them to stimulate healthy growth. It's hard to believe that such tiny beings can manage such a complex operation, but that's exactly what happens. If you're impressed so far, just imagine what comes next. Inside each colony, there's sophisticated communication among the ants. They use pheromones, chemical signals that can indicate danger, guide workers to food sources, or signal that the queen needs care. It's as if they have a secret language, an invisible code that keeps the entire society perfectly functioning. And when it comes to defense, ants don't lag behind. Some species have specialized soldiers with powerful mandibles or unique attack abilities. They protect the nest bravely, often sacrificing themselves to ensure the colony survives. And all this without visible leadership, without direct orders. The collective intelligence of ants is a phenomenon that scientists have studied for decades, trying to understand how so many individual actions result in such complex organization. But not everything in the colony is work. There are also moments of social interaction among ants. They groom each other, exchange information about food, and even touch one another to reinforce social bonds. It's almost as if we're observing tiny beings with a complex social life, full of care and attention. Cooperation is essential because without it, the entire colony could collapse. Have you ever imagined that ants can solve problems and adapt to environmental changes? If a leaf-collecting route is blocked, they quickly find a new path. If a food source disappears, they explore other areas until they find a solution. This adaptability is one of the reasons ants have existed for millions of years, surviving and thriving in nearly every ecosystem on the planet. And it doesn't stop there. Inside the colony, there are ants specialized in caring for collective health. They detect sick larvae and sometimes even enforce a kind of quarantine to prevent diseases from spreading. It's incredible to think that a system so simple in appearance can manage such advanced health control, something many humans still struggle to organize in large populations. Another fascinating behavior is the construction of tunnels and underground chambers. Ants use ingenious techniques to ensure ventilation, drainage, and structural stability. Each tunnel is designed for a specific purpose, storing food, raising young, or even as a resting area. Some scientists have compared these constructions to human architecture, and it's easy to see why. The precision and efficiency are astonishing. If you're enjoying this video, remember to leave a like and share it with someone who loves animals. Every gesture helps show more people the incredible complexity of the natural world. And speaking of complexity, did you know some ants have war strategies? Yes, different species can engage in conflicts over territory or resources, and these battles can be fierce. Some ants invade enemy nests, steal eggs, and even enslave workers from other colonies to increase their own workforce. It's a combination of strategy, strength, and collective intelligence that seems straight out of an epic movie. But it happens daily right in our own backyards. Going back to the leafcutter ants, one surprising detail is how they process leaves for the fungus. They chew the leaves until they become almost a liquid paste, creating a perfect environment for fungus growth. This fungus not only provides food for the workers, but also for the queen, ensuring the entire colony remains healthy. Every leaf piece, every gesture of care, is part of a complex chain that sustains the underground life of these little engineers. Have you ever wondered how ants manage to carry such large objects? They use muscles proportional to their body mass that give them extraordinary strength. Some can carry 10 to 50 times their own weight. It's like humans lifting a car alone. And the most amazing part, they do it in perfect coordination, forming trails that resemble miniature highways, always seeking efficiency and safety. And we can't forget the larvae and pupae, which are the future of the colony. Ants care for them with extreme dedication, feeding them, protecting them from dangers, and even regulating the temperature around them to ensure they develop under the best possible conditions. It's a clear demonstration that the colony's survival depends on the care of every individual, no matter how small. But perhaps the most fascinating thing is observing how ants demonstrate collective intelligence. No single ant understands the colony's complete plan, yet, together, they perform tasks that defy any individual logic. They build, farm, defend, and even exploit resources with coordination that continues to impress scientists today. It's a powerful reminder that cooperation and communication can overcome any obstacle, even for such tiny creatures. As we explore this underground world, we realize that ants are not just insects. They are engineers, farmers, guardians, warriors, and caregivers. Every small action has a purpose. Every gesture contributes to the survival and prosperity of the colony. They teach us about organization, perseverance, and, above all, about how life, even in the most unexpected places, can be extraordinary. So next time you see an ant carrying a giant leaf, remember, you're witnessing a spectacle of engineering, strategy, and dedication that has been happening for millions of years. And it makes us think, if tiny creatures can create such complex worlds, what incredible things can we humans achieve when we work together? If you enjoyed this journey into the world of ants, share this video, leave a like, and subscribe to Animal and Insect Curiosities. And most importantly, keep exploring, observing, and marveling at the world around you. Because nature has far more to teach us than we can imagine. And finally, I leave you with a question to ponder. How many other incredible secrets are happening around us right now, but our eyes can't yet see? Perhaps tomorrow, when you look down at the ground or at a falling leaf, you'll see a whole new world. Thank you for joining me on this adventure, and see you in the next exploration into the fascinating universe of animals.